The Rip is a pretty fun crime thriller that will have you on the edge of your seat from time to time. It's about a group of Miami cops who get this tip that this house is harboring a decent amount of cash. Not too much, but when they show up, it turns out they have over $20 million stashed in this house when they were only expecting a couple 100,000. Now, it becomes a game of cat and mouse, and you don't know who you can trust because everyone's acting a little bit shady for no real reason. And everyone has a motive and a reason to kind of turn their backs on one another. And essentially, it's about doing what's right in the hardest of situations. And it's interesting because it pretty much just takes place in one house with a few exteriors and a couple of changing locations here and there. But it's really done decently in such a cramped location. So the cast in this is pretty darn nifty. You got Ben Affleck and Matt Damon reteaming and of course producing this, and they have a fantastic chemistry together. And then on their team, you got Teyana Taylor giving a pretty decent performance. Not as good as her one battle after another performance, but that was a top-notch performance. Stephen Young is in this, and he's given a pretty gritty Stephen Young-like performance. Never a dull performance from this cat. And then you have a few other familiar faces here and there, but you got Kyle Chandler, Scott Adkins, and a few other people. Now, I'm trying to be vague because if I say too much, I'll essentially spoil the movie. But what I will say is everyone's giving pretty good performances here. The story is a bit repetitive because they remind you of the plot and give you details that you just saw a few scenes ago a few times. And that's a bit handholdy for me, and I don't like that. I hate a movie thinking it has to hold my hand and reiterating the same five facts time and time again. Now, do they give you the facts from different points of view and reveal new things each time? Yes, but that could be done a little easier, in my opinion. This movie is an hour and 52 minutes, but I think you could trim about 22 minutes off to make it a tight 90-minute film that would just flow a little bit easier. Now, I felt like it had 2 or 3 false endings, but it kept going and going. That was a bit of a flaw. The action, pretty good. The edits were fun. The cinematography is pretty dark and gritty, and I had a blast watching this. The Rip is over on Netflix. I think if you're a fan of crime dramas, this type of thing's been done before, but there's some fun twists and turns and an adorable dog in this movie. So if you have Netflix, if you like Ben and Matt, why not give this one a watch? And speaking of giving things a watch, thank you for giving this review a watch. If you happen to have liked it, why not do yourself a favor and hit like and subscribe to stay in the loop, because I'm putting out daily videos right here on this platform. And if you happen to like entertainment podcasts, I have one. Why not check it out? It's called Movie Toast, news and reviews, and it's available wherever you get your podcasts. Thank you, and please stay toasty.